In the vast landscapes of early 19th century southern Africa, a time of shifting alliances, fierce rivalries, and the rise and fall of kingdoms, a figure emerged whose name would become synonymous with power, innovation, and unyielding leadership. This is the story of Shaka Zulu, the warrior king who transformed the Zulu tribe from a small clan into a dominant empire, reshaping the political and cultural fabric of the region. Born into a world rife with challenges, Shaka was more than just a ruler. He was a visionary strategist and military genius whose innovations revolutionized warfare. His leadership style blended fierce discipline with tactical brilliance, enabling him to unite fragmented clans and forge an empire that commanded respect and fear. But Shaka's story is not just one of battles and conquests. It is a tale of resilience, ambition, and transformation. From humble beginnings to becoming the architect of the Zulu nation, Shaka's life reflects the complexities of leadership and the enduring spirit of a people determined to survive and thrive against all odds. As we journey through his life, we will explore the man behind the legend, the innovations he introduced, the challenges he faced, and the legacy he left behind. Through this, we gain insight not only into the history of the Zulu, but also into the broader story of African resilience and identity. This is the rise of Shaka Zulu, the warrior king who united a nation. Shaka Zulu was born around 1787 into the small Zulu clan, a minor group among the many Nguni-speaking peoples of southern Africa. His early life was marked by hardship and uncertainty. His father, Senzangakona, was the chief of the Zulu, but Shaka's mother, Nandi, belonged to a neighboring clan, and their union was initially met with disapproval. This strained family dynamic shaped much of Shaka's early experience. As a boy, Shaka faced social rejection and exile. He and his mother were forced to leave the Zulu clan and seek refuge among the Mathwa, another powerful tribe. It was during this time that Shaka began to develop the resilience and determination that would define his later leadership. Living among the Mithwa, Shaka was exposed to different military techniques and political structures. Under the guidance of the Methwa chief, Dingiswayo, Shaka learned the art of warfare, strategy, and statecraft. Dingiswayo recognized Shaka's potential and mentored him, providing the young leader with opportunities to prove himself in battle and governance. Shaka's rise was not without controversy. His early years were filled with struggles to assert his identity and command respect, but his sharp mind and unwavering spirit gradually earned him a following. The combination of personal hardship and mentorship forged a leader ready to transform his people. This period of exile and growth was crucial. It gave Shaka the tools, the vision, and the drive to return to the Zulu with a determination not just to reclaim his birthright, but to create a powerful, unified nation. After years of learning and proving himself under Chief Dingiswayo of the Methwa, Shaka's opportunity to lead came when his father, Senzangahona, passed away. The Zulu clan was fragmented and weakened, lacking strong leadership and unity. Shaka returned to claim his place as chief, but his path was not straightforward. Shaka's claim to leadership was challenged by rival factions within the Zulu clan. Yet, his growing reputation as a skilled warrior and strategist helped him gather support. Through a combination of political savvy and decisive military action, Shaka overcame his rivals and consolidated power. Once in charge, Shaka set out to transform the Zulu from a small, scattered clan into a disciplined and powerful kingdom. His leadership was characterized by strict military discipline and innovative tactics. He reorganized the social and military structures, forging a society built on loyalty, strength, and unity. Shaka's vision extended beyond mere conquest. He sought to unite the disparate Nguni-speaking peoples under one banner, creating an empire that could withstand external threats and thrive in a turbulent region. His rise was rapid and remarkable. With determination and vision, Shaka reshaped the destiny of his people, setting the stage for an era of unprecedented expansion and influence. Shaka Zulu's greatest legacy lies in his revolutionary military reforms that transformed the Zulu warriors into an unstoppable force. He recognized that traditional methods of combat were insufficient to defend and expand his kingdom, so he introduced new tactics, weapons, and training regimens that changed the face of warfare in southern Africa. One of Shaka's most significant innovations was the introduction of the exile, a short stabbing spear that replaced the long throwing spear used by many other tribes. This weapon was designed for close combat, forcing warriors to engage directly with their enemies in fierce, decisive battles. The exile's design allowed for greater agility and lethality, giving the Zulu a tactical edge. Shaka also developed the famous bullhorn formation, a battle strategy that involved encircling the enemy from three sides: the chest, horns, and loins. The main force, or chest, engaged the enemy head-on, while the horns flanked and surrounded the opponent, and the loins acted as reserves. This formation allowed the Zulu to overwhelm enemies quickly and efficiently. Beyond tactics and weapons, Shaka instituted rigorous military training and discipline. His warriors underwent intense physical conditioning and learned to fight as cohesive units. This emphasis on discipline ensured that Zulu regiments operated with precision and coordination, making them highly effective in battle. Shaka's army was also organized into age-based regiments known as Amabutho, fostering camaraderie and loyalty among soldiers who trained and lived together. This system created a strong sense of identity and unity within the army. These innovations not only enhanced the Zulus' military prowess, but also played a crucial role in the kingdom's rapid expansion, as Shaka led campaigns to unite various clans and resist outsiders' encroachment. Shaka's military genius changed the course of southern African history, establishing the Zulu kingdom as a formidable power and inspiring future generations of warriors. Shaka Zulu's military innovations were not just about winning battles. They were part of a larger vision to unify the scattered Nguni-speaking clans into a single powerful nation. The Zulu, once a small and fragmented tribe, under Shaka's leadership, became a cohesive and dominant force in southern Africa. To achieve this unification, Shaka combined diplomacy with military might. Some clans willingly allied with the Zulu, attracted by the promise of protection and prosperity within a stronger kingdom. Others were subdued through strategic campaigns that displayed Shaka's tactical brilliance and overwhelming force. His approach was systematic. Shaka absorbed smaller clans into his growing empire, often allowing them to retain a degree of autonomy in exchange for loyalty and military service. This policy not only expanded his influence, but also created a network of alliances that strengthened the Zulu's position. Shaka's unification efforts led to the creation of a centralized state with a clear hierarchy. The Amabutho regiments were extended across the new territories, ensuring military readiness and social cohesion. This organization fostered a sense of shared identity and purpose among the diverse groups. The expansion also brought challenges. Displacement of rival groups and the integration of different cultures required careful governance and negotiation. Yet, Shaka's charisma and leadership helped maintain unity in the face of these obstacles. By the early 19th century, the Zulu kingdom had become one of the most formidable states in the region, respected and feared by neighbors and Western powers alike. Shaka's unification of the nation laid the foundation for the Zulus' enduring legacy as a symbol of strength and resilience. Shaka's vision for the Zulu kingdom extended beyond military conquest. He sought to build a strong, centralized state with effective governance and social cohesion. His reforms reshaped Zulu society and laid the groundwork for a unified nation. At the heart of his governance was a strict hierarchical system. Loyalty to the king was paramount, and Shaka demanded obedience from his subjects and commanders alike. This discipline extended into all aspects of life, from military service to social conduct. Shaka also redefined the role of the Amabutho regiments, transforming them into not only fighting units, but also social institutions that integrated young men into Zulu society. These age-based regiments fostered loyalty and created a sense of brotherhood that transcended clan divisions. In addition, Shaka implemented reforms in land distribution and resource management, ensuring that the kingdom's wealth supported its growing population and military needs. He established systems to mobilize labor and resources efficiently, supporting the construction of settlements and fortifications. Shaka's social reforms included changes in rituals and cultural practices to strengthen the unity and identity of the Zulu people. He emphasized shared customs and ceremonies that reinforced loyalty to the kingdom and its leader. While his rule was often described as autocratic and strict, these reforms were instrumental in maintaining order and stability in a rapidly expanding kingdom facing external threats and internal diversity. Shaka's governance transformed the Zulu from a clan-based society into a centralized state capable of sustained resistance and influence. Shaka's rise to power and the rapid expansion of the Zulu kingdom triggered a period of profound upheaval in southern Africa, known as the Mfikane, or the Crushing. This era was marked by widespread warfare, migration, and social disruption among various Guni and Sotho-Tswana groups. As Shaka consolidated his kingdom, neighboring tribes were displaced or absorbed, leading to a domino effect across the region. The Zulus' military strength forced many clans to flee their ancestral lands, sparking a chain reaction of conflict and resettlement. The Mfikane reshaped the political and demographic landscape of southern Africa. It led to the formation of new states and the realignment of regional powers. While often described as a time of chaos, the Mfikane was also a period of state building and cultural transformation. Shaka's role in these events remains debated among historians. Some view him as a ruthless conqueror whose campaigns caused widespread suffering. Others emphasize his leadership and the defensive nature of many conflicts, framed by the need to protect and unify his people. Regardless of perspective, the Mfikane underscored the profound impact of Shaka's military and political strategies. The consequences of this era echoed through generations, influencing the region's history well into the Western rule period. Through it all, the Zulu kingdom emerged as a dominant force, its resilience and adaptability tested and proven in the crucible of conflict. Despite his remarkable successes, Shaka's reign was not without its challenges and controversies. His leadership style, marked by strict discipline and sometimes ruthless decisions, earned him both fierce loyalty and deep resentment. As Shaka's power grew, so did tensions within his own court and family. His increasingly autocratic rule and harsh policies alienated many, including some of his closest advisors and relatives. The pressures of constant warfare, internal dissent, and personal loss weighed heavily on him. In 1828, these tensions culminated in a dramatic and tragic end. Shaka was assassinated by his half-brothers Dingane and Mangana, who sought to seize power and restore stability to the kingdom. His death marked the end of an era, but also the beginning of a new chapter in Zulu history. Despite his violent end, Shaka's legacy endured. His military innovations, social reforms, and vision for a unified Zulu nation laid the foundation for one of Africa's most powerful states. His successors, particularly Dingane and later Cetshwayo, continued to build on his legacy, navigating the complex challenges of Western encroachment. Shaka's impact extended beyond his lifetime. He became a symbol of resistance, leadership, and cultural pride for the Zulu people and Africans more broadly. His story inspired generations of leaders and movements seeking to assert their identity and sovereignty. Today, Shaka Zulu is remembered as one of the continent's most influential figures, a warrior king whose vision and courage reshaped the course of Southern African history. Shaka Zulu's legacy transcends the borders of Southern Africa, echoing through global history and culture. His life story has captivated historians, filmmakers, writers, and activists worldwide, making him a symbol of African strength and resilience. In popular culture, Shaka has been portrayed in films, television series, and literature, each interpretation highlighting different facets of his complex personality: the fierce warrior, the visionary leader, and the sometimes ruthless ruler. These portrayals have helped introduce his story to new generations, keeping his memory alive. Beyond entertainment, Shaka's legacy holds political and cultural significance. During the 20th century, African liberation movements looked to his story as a powerful example of resistance against oppression and Western rule. His ability to unify diverse groups under a shared identity inspired leaders who fought for independence and self-determination. Zulu culture itself continues to celebrate Shaka's memory through festivals, rituals, and oral traditions. His story is a cornerstone of Zulu identity and pride, a reminder of the power of leadership and unity. Globally, Shaka's impact challenges stereotypes about African history by showcasing a sophisticated and dynamic civilization led by a brilliant strategist and unifier. His legacy encourages a deeper appreciation of Africa's rich and complex past. As we reflect on Shaka Zulu's life, we see more than a warrior king. We see a timeless symbol of courage, innovation, and the enduring spirit of a people determined to shape their own destiny.